So talking about the group Next, I was a big fan of Next.
Thank you.
How was that transition going from Next to being like a solo artist?
Well, I consider myself always a part of Next. I've done a solo album before, but I consider this my debut. It's really just having different creative outlets to tell me, okay, this is all you can do. This is what you're known for. This is what you need to be. It stifles my creativity. I have other ideas and aspirations outside of the group, and there's no reason for me to feel guilty or like I can't do both.
Right.
A lot of times the reasons you can't with groups or with different things together is because of egos. It's not an ego with us. There's love. I want to see them do well at what they do. I think it would be easier for outside sources if I wasn't doing music, if I did a clothing line on the side or a rap career. But since I'm doing music, you have to remember a majority of the Next records I was writing myself anyway. So there's still, a lot of music left for Next. Right now, I just want a little time for myself.
Well, that's a good thing. What is your favorite, if you have one of your favorite songs that you all had created, the group Next?
One of my favorite records for Next would probably be a record called Splash. It was on the Why Do Fools Fall in Love soundtrack. And it's because we were on tour with Boys and Men, and I've never thought I was like the best singer in the world until Wanye told me, I come to the show early to hear you perform, you are amazing. So I was like, wow, I was a kid, like, are you serious? So when we went in the studio, I did my best Sean Stockman impersonation. So I'm going, oh, and all that all over the records. Yeah. And I was and it just felt good. I was emulating them as a compliment. And I love the song. It's real sexual, and it's like a slow too close in a sense of talking about something else without you really realizing it unless you really listen.
Right, you had them subliminal messages.
Yeah, it's called Splash.
Splash, okay, I'm gonna check that out.
It's can I take a dip? Can I take a dip inside your love? I just wanna swim, baby, can I swim? Let me come, I just wanna splash in your lake of love. So.
Clever. That's real clever. So let's see. You stay. What city do you live in right now?
I live in Atlanta.
Atlanta, the A. What do you have going on, I guess, down there right now? Is there anything that you said that you have your
the lounge,
your lounge and everything like that. Do you have anything else going on down there right now?
No, my focus is solely on my music. I just work. I just feel like when God gives you a gift, you have to really, really work on your craft. And I just have so many songs. Like, we changed the title of the album till I finally realized, what would mean the most. And I tricked my mom and called her on the phone and I had her tell me the story of the day I was born.
Aww.
And I taped it and I put it on my intro. But in the midst of that, she told me things I didn't need to know about the day I was born. Your dad, every time he went bowling, he'd come home, he'd want to get some, and I'm like, hey, Mom, no. So I had to do a lot of editing, but it was cool. So all I do is focus on my music right now.
Okay, and what age did you start singing? Did you know that singing was a passion for you?
Well, again, I rapped and sang. All I knew is that I'm a middle child. I wanted attention, and I loved Michael Jackson. And my dad always used to have me do like the Thriller video when his friends came in, but I was shy. I still am. So I was an usher. I was in the choir partially, but I was more on the usher board in church. A lot of people be like, yeah, I sang in the choir and I knew. Nah, I was an usher. So I stood up all church service. So really, over time, it's just people always, pushing me. Certain people close to me like, you can do it,
Now, you said you was a middle child. How many brothers and sisters?
I got an older brother and a younger sister.
Are they very supportive of you?
Yeah, my little sister and me are really close because I'm the one that had to watch her when she grew up. So,
right.
And me and my brother, he just surprised me and came in town for my single release party in Atlanta. So it was good to see him. I'm not really close to anybody though, it's crazy, except my friends, my two friends, to be honest.
So you're kind of like me. You're more like laid back, kind of chill. I'm kind of like that too. I really don't go out like that. I would rather like chill and be booed up, like you said, and go out to the club or I don't know. I guess. And I'm not even that old. I'm 23, and people be like, "You act like you old and all this stuff."
Well, I mean, I'm an Aries. I don't know if it's an Aries thing for me, but all I know is I've never been one to go. I never like crowds, and the reason I didn't like crowds is because. Say we're in a crowd and you're speaking to me, we're having a nice conversation, and somebody else pulls on me. I got to start talking to them. I'm being rude to you now.
Right.
You can't please everybody, and I used to feel guilty about that. So I said, I'm just not going to go out.
Right. Did you have any interest in any sports or anything growing up? Like, did you?
Yeah, I wanted to play football, but I couldn't really afford the equipment. basketball a little bit, but I was smaller, you know, so I was fast. But besides that, I just always was in the studio somewhere or around some type of music and things like that. So my brother, he used to have me doing, you know, stuff criminal acts, things I shouldn't be doing because I was pretty bad growing up. But, you know, luckily, you know, I made it. I'm here.
Right. All right, so I always said I wanted a man that could sing. How many girls have you actually got off growing up off your voice?
None, because when I was coming up, singing wasn't cool. You know, if you wasn't a rapper or athlete, that was cool. Singing was looked at as soft because they didn't have a lot of studios like Pro Tools and all that like they got now. I don't want to date myself like I'm crazy old, but, you know, my 20-year high school reunion will be in 2 years, you know what I mean? So it's for me, well, 2 or 3 years, 1 or 2, I don't know. But for me, at first it would be cool. The older girls, you know, liked it. And so he's cute, a little skinny boy sing. But then after a while, the guys would hate, so the girls would follow the popular guys. So it wasn't cool no more. I actually got teased pretty bad in school.
Oh, really? That's not good. All right, so like I said, it is CIAA weekend. Do you have any more plans for this weekend before you head back to the A?
You know what? I'll probably leave tomorrow. I'm not into all that. It's business, you know what I'm saying? I'm here to support, you know, Easy Baby and everybody. But besides that, you know, my girl Sunshine. Besides that, I headed back home to focus on this album.
Well, that's always a good thing, getting money and staying grounded and grinding. That's always a good thing. Can your fans reach you anywhere? Twitter?
You already know. Twitter, just RL. Instagram, same thing. My Facebook is RL. The last name is Mr. Music, MrMusic. And I have a blog. It's justrl.com.
Okay.
I put quirky videos and funny pictures, but I also write about my life, insecurities, relationships. Everybody said I should write a book, and I probably will one day.
Well, be looking out for that. And thank you so much for spending this time with me. It was very, very
Well, I appreciate you waiting, and I apologize. They kept pushing the time back. I want you guys to know, you and the cameraman, I know your arm got to be tired because you popped up the elbows. I appreciate you too, man. All you guys watching and listening, thank you so much for putting up with me for this long, all these years. Hope you enjoy the album coming. Get booed up. Thank you.